Cheers.
Karina, your face needs to be in.
Sorry. Today we're doing girl chat with my two besties. You don't like it at all?
It's okay. She's like, oh man.
It's good.
I only drink Riesling, that's why I'm not used to it.
Let's fast forward to like 30 minutes from now.
I know, this is actually good! Yeah, it's actually grown on me.
Wow, not even 30 minutes, you guys. No
My
pressure.
name is Karina.
I'm Jocelyn.
And we are the co-founders of Girl King.
We're not that in this video.
Taking
Business
the
owners,
white coat
second,
off.
friends first.
Period.
Sisters by blood.
Bro,
Business partners by choice.
Someone told me and Liz if we were related. Our sisters.
Oh
or
my
something.
gosh, yes.
At church.
We were at church.
What did you say? Are we sisters?
Are you guys related? Are you guys
What the
sisters?
fuck?
Yeah.
No,
He
we
goes,
literally said
are
we
you
were
guys
sisters.
sisters? And we were like,
I was like waiting for him to like
we
start
giggled.
laughing.
Yeah. And then we're like, that's just so far. Like,
Yeah.
it was not even funny.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I'm serious. And then he pulled his friend. He's like, don't they look like they could be sisters? And they're like, he's like, cousins, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
That's
so serious,
crazy.
You guys know what?
You know what? I actually told Jerm that story. And then he goes, yeah, you guys look nothing alike, but you and all your friends are like clones of each other, like in demeanor.
Yeah.
And he says that
really?
when
I
he
can see
sees
that.
your videos, like, he's like, you guys literally are the same person.
Like on TikTok?
Yeah.
My mom says that about Karina all the time. She like cannot tell our voice apart.
Oh, yeah.
But
I remember we
could
got
see
that in our podcast a
Yeah.
lot.
You
Yeah.
couldn't tell who
Right.
was who.
I hate listening to podcasts. I don't know who's who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have really like clarifying different voices.
Yeah. Like,
I can see
especially-
that though. I could see our friend group being like different fonts of each other.
Yeah.
I'm very curious what the like specific demeanors are that we do because I don't know.
that are
Just-
similar.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely the way we talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say our dialect.
Like the way
True,
we
like that. I'm like nervous for like my cousins.
Oh,
Like, 'cause
yeah.
I'm like I feel like they might catch on the like California like a lot more easier when we talk together.
For sure.
That's
I
why
feel
people at work
so
are.
dumb when I talk to my East Coast cousins.
Yeah.
I will intentionally try not to say like.
I know.
I say
I'm
that-
like nervous for.
I say literally a lot, and they always
Literally.
make fun of
I
me. They're like,
know.
literally, literally. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't say it that much.
What are some things that you... I feel like you caught yourself doing or saying something and you're like, that is something Liz would say. But for me, you're... Okay, you literally...
Oh, I know that I start talking like you now. Like I feel like now like I'll start saying like wait. Or like I'll be like wait like that.
I used to say
that
pause
thing you
for a little
do?
bit. I used
like
to say
I'm
it
like
for-
I like start doing that. I'm like oh gosh.
Do I say pause?
You used
Yeah,
to a lot.
pause.
Yeah.
Same thing with
Yes.
Camila. I say certain things.
Wait.
Camila.
Oh, yeah.
I'm such a mirror. I like.
Yeah,
realize
same.
that.
I'm
like
that
dang,
too.
where is my personality? Like where is my own? Like I noticed
You
that
say
in videos.
100%
But I heard that
all the time.
Oh yeah.
I heard-
but I got that
yeah.
from Shanice from Love Island.
Oh really?
Wait,
I got
are
that
you
from you.
I literally like 100%.
I know. I literally say that all the time.
No, that's so funny.
100%. You
Oh,
say
because I
100%.
got that.
No, 100%.
Literally, like, have you guys ever seen her in Love Island?
No.
Shanice.
I'm gonna show you guys like a bit. She literally like does that, and I'm like, and I literally started copying her.
Who
Because
started saying valid? Who?
That's valid.
No, who?
Valid?
You started saying that like recently.
Oh really?
Yeah, probably within the past like.
You do say
4
that
months ago.
when
Like,
you're
just say
reassuring
You
someone.
say that's
or
valid, or you
validating
say-
someone's feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, you say valid, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
where the
that's
fuck did she
valid.
get that from? Because you haven't started saying that until
Oh,
recently.
Really? I don't remember.
And then so now I'm starting to pick up on it.
I think it was my job.
But you know, I heard that if you like mirror someone like how they're talking, it's because that's like a
You
form
spend a
of
lot of time,
admiration. It's like a form of like not showing respect, but like
That
you
makes sense.
have a lot of respect for that person, and you like pick up on their lingo.
stop.
That's what I heard, and that's what I read online.
No, her.
Oh my gosh, I remember her. Whoa, that's like literally like.
Was she a fan favorite?
I think her and her couple. Wait, where are you going?
Yeah. What are you
Like
doing?
we're literally.
I know. How do you just?
She just got.
Okay, canceled.
I said
You're not having it. You're not gonna be our guest anymore.
She's like, I need my lip liner. I need my lip
Hella
liner.
Cali.
I feel so dry.
That is so Valley girl.
What?
Like to just leave mid convo. Leave mid convo. Convo. Sorry.
I said I needed to get my lip gloss.
Wait, you brought it over here?
Yeah.
Can I see that? Can I try this?
Yeah.
Oh, I've actually always wanted to try this.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
This
can
is
you
the
do our
Summer
makeup
Fridays.
tonight?
yeah.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Like tutorial? Or
I don't know,
just
however.
to go out?
No, to just be in.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that would be fun.
I've always wanted to try this, but I know it's gonna be like so underwhelming.
I don't
I love
really
it.
like. I like their lip glosses, but I don't like.
You're not like a super
love.
fan.
Yeah.
It's
I just don't think it's worth
$18,
yeah.
right?
24.
Yeah. See.
With your discount?
No. That's without. I love that.
Like, remember the one
scent.
Aries
Wow,
got me?
I like this
last
liner on
me,
there.
a year.
Yeah, that's crazy. I have like 6
Ew,
of those.
that's a pretty color.
I would accept
this
it.
is nice.
This I feel like is a great gift. If you don't know what to get somebody, just
Right.
buy. Oh, it
Good
smells so
point.
good.
I'm gonna
Summer Friday.
take note of
Or
that.
like a stocking
Yeah, it
stuffer,
smells
like
amazing.
such an easy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have you guys ever? Well, you kind of just did it, but like you're having.
No.
What?
Like you're
Like chasing it with this.
Oh my god, bro, you're so dramatic. Okay, you're like talking to someone, or no, you're having a boring conversation, and you just like get up and leave.
Have I done that? No. You've done that?
My character flaw, like I didn't realize I do it, but I hella do it.
But it's just you and the other person?
No, it's usually when there's
Oh.
somebody else, so I like see that as an opportunity. But they'll be talking. We're equally in the convo, but I will like leave. Yeah,
I've done that before,
and
but,
I
like,
realized I have.
It would be more fun than talking. I think it would be horrible talking to a guy.
I
Like,
realize I hella do that, and I don't. Maybe you do it and you don't realize, but I mean, like, yeah, that's just something that. Or I'll change the
Well, I feel
subject
like
without realizing.
you guys have done that before.
Yeah.
Or like
You
you
probably
guys
just haven't
or
gotten
just
point out.
quiet out,
Yeah.
like completely mute.
Yeah. Or it's like,
Oh yeah, I literally have experienced that with both of you.
what are you guys proud of yourself for right now? Recently.
We went deep fast. Can we like get
Yeah,
like
we
an
could-
icebreaker?
Well,
Or
it could be
a-
like, I'm proud of myself for navigating the subway.
I'm proud of myself for seeing the positive in that because I was getting so irritated and like so fast.
I know you're brave.
Like the Amtrak was fine. I had like a bump with that, but it was fine. I've done it before, but the subway, I mean, I've done the subway before, but not with luggages in my hand.
Yeah.
And by myself.
Yeah.
I was literally arm curling 40-pound
Yeah, first
luggages
day
up.
here.
No, it was just too much. And
No, that's valid.
and so I had to collect myself and be like, it's fine. Oh, I could say one that I'm proud of myself for.
Wait, guys, backstory, we're in New York. We just got here. Well, I got here yesterday, and they got here today. And it was, what, like $90 Uber or a 1 hour subway
Yeah.
with your luggage.
1 hour subway.
Yeah.
No, not for me.
Or,
But for if
for, like,
for-
our option versus, like,
Yeah.
mine was a 10-minute subway. So it wasn't bad.
$86.
But it might have been an hour because I had to literally lug the luggage up the stairs,
Well, she took the train and the
Yeah.
subway.
train and subway.
We were just traveling.
didn't realize that
girlies.
was two separate things.
Yeah.
Oh, because one's overground.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Good point.
I
Didn't
didn't,
even
I,
know
didn't, I
that.
didn't realize that either. I was thinking Amtrak and subway.
Both are trains.
Not her being logical.
I was like, was that stupid? Because you guys both got quiet.
No, you made me think about it.
No,
Like
yeah,
the gears
I
were
was like,
turning.
Oh.
What were you going to say?
Yeah, she's proud of herself for taking.
No, she said she
oh.
actually had a real one.
Because well, that's one too.
That
but
is real.
I had a service, a makeup service, and it was like one of the services at Sephora where we teach people how to do makeup, and like I'm still kind of like not really comfortable with that, and I've done those type of services on younger clients before, like teenagers, so I was fine with it. But this time it was like someone who was actually older and she wanted to learn, and I just felt really uncomfortable by it, and she wanted to know how to like do her eyebrows, but her eyebrows, no offense, but they were just like not the shape. It would be like a hard, like it was hard. What she wanted and what she had was very hard to like do and very technical. And I walked away and I like was freaking out inside. I was like, no, I can't do this. Like I'm not qualified. Like I can't do this. Like, and I was freaking out on the inside, and I was gonna quit and tell my manager I'm not doing it, like someone else can do it. And then she's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, I'm actually not. I'm freaking out." And she's like, "Why?"
Wait, the lady?
No, my manager.
Oh.
The lady, she's like,
she's like, "What do you mean?"
she's like, never mind, can I get somebody else?
And my manager's like, oh, she's like, "Just come over here." And she comes over here and she's like teaching me how she would do it. And she did one eyebrow, and then I did the rest of her face, and ended up turning out fine. But yeah, I'm proud of myself for not quitting when I felt like I was gonna quit. But I was going back and forth. I was like, I'm not qualified, and I'm like, no, what? I can do this. I have done it before. Like I can figure it out. And yeah.
That's crazy how you figured that out, like mid it happened.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really hard.
I was like, it was too much. I was starting to get really like anxious and panicky, but she like kept me grounded. She's like, "It's okay. Just come over here."
Like felt proud in that
Yeah.
moment too. She's like, no, honestly though.
Literally.
Like, I think that's good.
Yeah, so that was mine.
I mean, small one. I think this was my first time flying alone.
Really?
So I had myself, yeah. Even
Really?
though I've flown with friends
Yeah.
every time. Like,
Oh, wow.
but like flying by myself, no. I knew it'd be fine. It just like usually before the airport used to make me anxious, but like since we've gone on so many trips, it's like not that scary. But I was like still a little bit nervous, especially like the layover ones, like when you have to like get within a certain time. So
Definitely. Especially if it's a bigger airport and you have to like go.
yeah.
Or if they have trams and you have to take up.
And Ubering by myself, I don't really like doing that
I hate
either.
Ubering by
For like
myself.
long distance, because it's just like an hour.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. And my Uber didn't play any music.
Oh no.
So it was just
yeah.
quiet.
Yeah, that's how
You
it
feel
was in
like
the morning.
It's just awkward, or is it more like for your safety that you don't like to
Both.
Uber?
Oh, majority safety.
Oh, okay.
But like the music part like made it more awkward. But I was just doing my makeup, so.
You know, every like Uber driver I've had lately, or just like overall, like when I'm by myself, they're all like aspiring entrepreneurs or something.
Does anyone in your
Oh.
family have like a regular job? Like, I don't know, like corporate?
Corporate, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can't think of one. No, I mean like they
Military?
do. Yeah, my brother's in the military, but on the Asian side,
your brother's
like
in the military?
yeah.
Did I know that? Maybe. I don't know if I knew that.
no, probably
No,
he
but I don't
just
think
joined.
Okay, no, I don't
Yeah.
think I knew
Wait, you know it's a good question?
What? I got it with
Since
you.
you talked about it.
What?
It's like more lighthearted.
Okay,
It's
like
what's your red flag?
Oh,
like your
yeah.
red flag, the person talking.
Oh, that's
Wait, what?
deep. No, I'm
Wait,
kidding.
what?
Really?
No.
Wait, what?
That's more funny.
Your red flag?
Yeah, like
mine?
a person.
Oh, your personal red flag.
Oh.
Like if someone was talking to you, they'd be like, oof.
And then if
That's
we
a red
agree,
flag.
if we think it's a red flag, we'll drink.
Because
We're like, cheers, that's facts.
Chug it!
I feel like guys, it's easy.
Yeah.
But girls, like it's a little harder.
Oh my gosh, we were all hanging out, and Sophia's like, we were like, yeah, the ick for guys, like obviously, like it's like when your butt crack, like we were like, that's obviously a known one, right?
Yeah.
Like when a guy's butt
Yeah.
crack, whatever. And she goes,
Like she yells this out.
and she's
full
like,
confidence.
oh, I have one. When you see a guy at the grocery store with an empty cart.
What?
And she was like hella proud, like hella
Yeah,
confident. She's
like-
like, right. And we're like, we're like,
You're
I'm
like, and continue.
no. And the crazy thing is, both Germ and Camila's boyfriend were there. And they were like, bruh, this is why guys like cannot, like guys are scared to do anything.
I was gonna be like,
No, that's valid.
But and so the next day, Germ was we were at Trader Joe's and his cart was empty. I was like, hold on, guys. And I was like, ick. He's like,
Cart
come
is
on.
empty?
Like,
I'm so confused.
she's like, when he's like, she mimicked
What's
it.
the-
When he's like searching for
Yeah.
groceries and his cart's empty. She's like, ick.
That seems really specific.
No, it was. I was like,
was
you had
definitely like a
something.
opportunity.
She got the ick.
I'm weak as fuck.
I think she just realized she didn't like a dude in that moment.
Yeah.
Like it was like the.
Yeah, the immediate like
And his card is.
But I'm not even kidding. Germ like tucks in his shirt now and like will not get out of the car before me. I'm like, I don't think you understand that ick is like in the first like month of meeting someone. I don't think you develop it if you already love someone, you're not gonna be like, ick.
Yeah.
You gave me the ick.
Well, I feel like unless you're like falling out of love with them, then that's when you realize,
for sure.
dang, I
Yeah.
don't like them.
But
as
you
much as I
can't.
used to. But
Something
when
that
you're really
little would
into-
not.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
I'm just like, get out of the
We
car.
tend to
bro.
like the person.
Yeah.
Wait, he tucks his shirt so his butt crack doesn't show?
Yes, and he will not get out of the car with. But like, I will sit there. For the longest time, I didn't realize this until like 2 months ago. But like up until then, I'd be like, bro, come on, let's go. He's like, yeah, get out. And I'm like, you get out first. And then finally, he's like, that's why I don't get out of the car first. I'm like, bro, you cannot.
I feel like
That
he
is
has
so
had a personal
funny.
experience.
I think he
Or
gets
he just
so
adores
consumed
Liz
with
so
like
much, he doesn't want her to
Twitter.
get that.
Yeah. And Twitter, like he's just like everyone knows
He
the
saw
butt
it
crack.
once and then he was like, I can't be that guy.
He's like, I can't be a me.
He's like, oh, that doobie hat. He's like, it's crazy.
No, the butt crack is crazy.
No, yeah, but I mean that's just come on. I would probably just laugh. Like I wouldn't be like, you gave me the ick. I immediately have no feelings.
I don't know. I've never experienced that, so I don't know how I'd feel.
Really,
With a
with
butt
your
crack?
boyfriend?
I just would be like, damn, you really have a butt crack like that. Like, I know they have.
It's only acceptable during sex.
Well, I mean, they're full.
I
butts
hate
out.
seeing their butts.
But like, you know when they're
They're so
literally,
like
literally,
I'm like, do some hip
they're like,
thrust.
damn.
they're clenching.
Yeah, it's like shaped like
Wait, you're
hourglass. Like, why are you flexing so hard?
What's your personal red flag?
I don't know. I feel like, probably my anger issues.
Anger?
What about like
Really?
salud?
No, hella.
No,
I feel like I'm very.
So when
well,
you get
actually, I
angry,
feel
how
like
do you
I've grown from that. I try not to do that, but I feel like I'm very emotional, and it's very like I'm very expressively.
I don't think
emotional.
that's a red flag though.
I agree, but other people have like made it seem like it's like too much.
Do you guys feel like red flags are in terms of toxicity or just like that won't be I don't know. That
I
might
feel
be
like
like
it's a
an
little bit of
annoying
both.
relationship. Like what is a red flag?
I feel like red flags are objective in the sense that like a lot of people can spot them and be like, oof, you definitely should not mess with that person. But I feel like
Stereotypically.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then I feel like it could also be subjective in your own experiences from your past and be like, ooh, that's a red flag. Like I've already been through that with somebody. Like
True.
I shouldn't mess with someone else who like mimics that same pattern. So I think it's a little bit of both. Like there's some clear that's like, even if a girl says it in like a sentence, they're like, ooh, that man, that's a red flag, or vice versa. But then there's certain things where like other people might disagree, but then you're like, oh no, but that's because my ex did X, Y, and Z, and I can't, like, I don't want to deal with someone else that's also like that. So it really just depends. I feel like there needs to be more flags.
Beige.
I feel like red
Or
flags
have
should be
beige.
toxic,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
there should be like a boundary or like a deal breaker flag.
Deal breaker.
And then there's yellow flags that are like negotiable.
Right.
So maybe pink, hot pink.
Wait, so yeah, you don't have anger issues.
Yeah.
I think the only time that I feel like I've been like, okay, maybe you have like, you're just like, I don't know, it's just literally when you're drunk. That's only been the time. Not sober
That's
though.
exactly why I don't like being. It's because my Pisces moon, man. It's like all my emotions literally come to surface. It's
Yeah.
like too much to handle.
But they're usually like frustrated emotion. Or maybe it's like,
No, I think it's like
disguised
sadness.
as it.
It's like it's always like
Sad
sadness,
disguised.
and then it just surface. Like I don't like how you used to say like 0 to 100. Like I don't know the pathway to
Yeah.
like express that with. At least before, I feel like I'm getting better at it. To express that without it becoming out in frustration or like just crying. So it was like no.
It's hard when you're drunk, like
Yeah, and
you
you
can't
like already
control
don't remember.
anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like
Sorry.
crazy.
What you doing?
Just like,
Tickling my toes.
I was like, what is that?
It moves.
oh, you're stubborn.
Yeah, I'm stubborn.
I knew
I'm
it.
stubborn. I'm hard.
Cheers.
Literally,
Clink.
and yeah, like I don't like being wrong, and
Clink.
I don't like being called out. Like,
But can you admit when you're wrong?
I have before, and I'm working on it because I realize that I am wrong in situations.
Well, I feel like that's you. I feel like in friendships you could do that, but in relationships,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
different.
No, it's
but
different.
I think it's because you've only had so much experience in that. Like it's hard the first
in
like time around.
relationships?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in a like
For
in
sure.
a like relationship where you can actually communicate with the other person,
Yeah.
it is hard to admit that because you just don't have like. But if you were probably like 2 to 3 relationships deep,
Yeah,
having those,
yeah.
you'd be like, okay, like,
Yeah. No, yeah.
so it's valid.
I'm definitely stubborn.
At least awareness is the first
Yeah,
step.
exactly. I try and think about things. I can also be a hothead too, and I try to like, or not like make unnecessary arguments, but more like make unnecessary comments or like,
I've never
That
heard you
is
hear,
weird.
I've never heard you raise your voice.
because
You
I
raise your voice, right?
no
Even in
not
arguments,
really.
do you?
Like with him, no, I don't
Okay.
I feel like
really.
you're just more stern.
But yeah,
Yeah,
or just
okay.
like like a stern tone. If he starts to raise his tone, then I'll start to raise my tone.
Yeah.
And it's really only gotten to that like twice, so it's not even like crazy amount. But I'm more like I'm gonna be a bitch to you with like
Yeah.
a straight face. But yeah, I'm
But in
definitely-
general, like I feel like your inflection is like usually one
What?
level. Like you have one
yeah,
volume.
yeah, I do.
Awareness is the first step.
It really is.
This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. Let's take a moment. My red flag is also easy. It's like I'm very avoidant and
Avoidant attachments, right?
But like how? What does that mean?
We've been talking about attachments.
I know. I remember.
We need to find out yours.
I'm insecure.
Oh yeah, I talked to you about this.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm secure.
Yeah, it's
wow, period. You took it to quiz.
Yeah. Did you take one?
I'm like, did you take a quiz or did you
We
guess?
didn't need to take a quiz.
Because
We took a quiz.
I
for
took
her.
a quiz. Oh, you're
I'm
avoidant?
so avoidant.
Super avoidant.
I think
Really?
that like
What is that?
also
even mean?
I realized in all of my
Avoidant.
relationships and friendships, like they end because I end them. And I end them very cold turkey. I end them without warning. I just be
I've
like,
done that. I do that too.
Why
Maybe
no?
you're secure leaning avoidant then.
Maybe.
Whoa.
Because like the little like I've done that too. I don't know, but I think
have
mine.
So many avoidant friends. Yes.
I mean I haven't done that much. Like
You
I'd
do
say-
do that.
Yeah.
Now that I
She's
realize.
not
If you look
secure.
at all
She's
the
just
past
unaware.
friendships
So
I've had, I
true.
like completely like we just were talking about. I am that way. I just also don't like confrontation. I just kind of like.
But do
Dead
you have conversations about ending it?
No, I just don't.
What do? You stop replying?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Like it could be they text you today and you don't reply
No.
tomorrow?
Mhm.
Wow, that's not good. It's a red flag too.
I've only ever done that
No.
to people though.
I
because
give
I haven't felt.
closure. That's my difference.
But I don't
It's like
care.
a
Like
different
you
level.
didn't. I feel like you disrespected me.
But is that avoidant then?
Is it?
I feel like they did me
But
wrong.
no, but
and I'm not.
disrespect
And I
is
don't
different.
feel like. I feel like that's.
That might be
I
more secure.
I don't
then.
feel like
So does
you
it always
deserve my respect.
require a? Does it always require a no wait like argument?
No, it doesn't.
So what if I say something that insults you, but I don't realize that?
Then I would bring it up to you.
Yeah,
But-
so you're more. I think you're.
But
I
it's
don't-
more
I don't
just
think- I don't
if
think
it's
you're avoidant then.
continuous.
It's more so like I'm seeing patterns. Yeah, I'm seeing more patterns. I mean, I would bring it up to you, and then if I see no change or like I see you do something that's like weird, then yeah, I would probably just like, dead it. But I also value our friendship a little bit more than my past high school
Yeah.
friendships. So
Okay. But yeah.
if
Not
you like.
avoidant.
Yeah, I mean, if like you or anyone in our friend group did something weird, I wouldn't just ghost you guys. Like,
yeah,
that's
and I
not,
feel like especially with your work friends, you are healthily confrontational. You like address what upsets you.
they definitely challenge me to
That's a good way. That's a good term.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I've always been uncomfortable with confrontation always. That's why I just dead it and I just completely like take them out my life because I don't want to have that conversation.
Right?
A tiny bit.
I mean, but it also has underlying of like you disrespected me.
But if it's consistent, then it's different than avoidance.
Like I wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah, but I think dealing with them and like the work people that I've dealt with, like I feel like I don't know, like they don't know me and I don't really know them. Like there's no point in us being friends. Like I don't really care about you guys, to be honest. I'm not gonna care about you, unfortunately, in like a year.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm just like, whatever. But they've challenged me to be confrontational, like when that girl about the whole Sephora thing, like, and she was coming at me, and like me actually responding back to that, like that's new to me because I'm not like that, and I liked it.
Oh, spicy.
You liked when she was
coming out.
It was making me very anxious because I like shake, like when I get in that situation, I shake a lot, and because I just don't like being in that situation of someone like coming at me and making me feel like I've done something wrong. But I know in my heart that I was right and that I needed to defend myself because like you're not about to flip it around and make yourself the victim when I'm like the whole victim in this. So that's why I spoke to her and said it how I said it. So.
Oh, so good.
I can't even remember the last time I had a conversation like that with somebody, with like a friend.
No, I like normally don't. That's why I'm like, it's.
What do you mean?
Like a confrontational.
Yeah.
Conversation with.
Well, I feel like I feel like I have.
I mean, me and you had a conversation.
Thank you.
I was like literally like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Well, I feel like there was another one.
You. But it wasn't like because direct things were wrong. It was just more like open conversation. I don't know if you had other ones.
You've had other ones?
No, I'm saying like
she says she doesn't know she's had other ones. I feel like if you're like
that situation,
then maybe you have.
No, it was probably just you then.
Probably.
Yeah, but it just seemed what's crazy. It just seemed very like much more recent. That was like a little bit ago.
I feel like a little bit ago, but kind of recent. Like only like a month or two. I feel like.
But
definitely.
I'm not used to
it's
having
like
those
that thing where you lie on camera to your, and it's like that prank where you lie on camera next to like your partner, and then the partner's like they either go along with your story or they don't. It's like I haven't had those type of conversations. I can't remember the last time. You're like, bitch, we just yeah, but see, that's very good to demonstrate that you can have conflict in a friendship, a female friendship.
For sure.
Because I feel like people with female friendships, they're like,
or in any. I like being from like a very confrontational family and background. Like it's like normal to me. So I feel like it's like there's polarized like confrontational seen as really bad, but then it can get too extreme where it's non-confrontational. I think a little healthy balance of both. Like not even confrontation, just communication and just
yeah, exactly. That's why
accountability.
That's why I was like
people out.
Happy that she kind of came at me like that because like I'm not used to doing that and it like puts me out of my comfort zone. And it's like it's okay to do that and like I'm like no one hates me. Like if let's say like you guys, like if I confront you guys or you confront me and like in my head I'm like they don't hate me, like I can express how I feel and like without them think, because I'm thinking oh they hate me, like I've done something wrong, like they don't want to be friends anymore, whatever. But in my head I can be like it's fine, like I just have to like have this conversation with them. So I think just in my head like feeling not usually being around that with like my friends, I'm not usually having confrontational talks, so like when she did that it like and other people have done that, it's just like wow, okay, like it's okay, like I can have a conversation with someone
and it's not like detrimental.
Exactly. Like, that's what I think in my head. I feel like it's like
I
so
feel like
negative.
a lot of female friendships always end up in that way. Like it's like make or break always. There's never like great. Like you can't like societally, I feel like you're taught to like not. It's like you either not friends with them or you just like let it go. But I feel like it's very healthy to.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like relationships.
Yeah, I was
think
just about to
friendships
say,
are
it's just like
as
relationships,
so-
you're not always going to get along. And
Yeah.
I feel like you should speak your piece if you feel like you need
And
to.
it's easier in relationships though. It
I
just
agree.
seems
Oh,
more
yeah.
It's
more
more
for
normalized.
sure.
normal, yeah.
That's why I feel like I have more conversations with Carlos than I do you guys. Like,
Yeah.
But I've also never been in a situation where I feel like I need to confront you guys for something.
Yeah.
Well, that's why also like a lot of, I feel like the only friendships that last in situations like that are the ones that are like sisterly, that are like friends but argue like sisters
Yeah.
because they're so used to arguing like their own sister that it's like, oh, okay, that's normal. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
they
it's
know
only
it's
normalized.
Yeah, and
in
they know
those
it's not like
friendships.
make
Yeah.
or break.
Yeah.
It's just an argument. You get
Yeah.
over it.
Karina like showed me like deep loyalty
Yeah.
on an individual level.
Right.
Which
Which
I
is
respect
really
her.
what friendship is. And they
Yeah.
didn't show you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
just feel like-
that's always been like my thing. Like I've always been that type of person that like people need to show me loyalty before I like become you. And our friend group was the first time I like didn't expect people to be that way towards me first to be back. But Karina was like one of like I've always been that way.
I could talk to Jocelyn about like deeper stuff
Mhm.
or like just like things going on in my life, but like I would talk about like partying and stuff with like them. Like I couldn't talk with like deeper stuff with like my family and stuff like with them. And if I even tried, like it would feel weird or like I wasn't meant to do that, and like they weren't someone who was coming in my life to do that. I don't know. Like
But
they're
that was
just
like
that
all
type
mutual.
of yeah.
Like it was like we literally never talked about.
Yeah.
Like,
I just
ever in our
didn't.
presence.
They were a different type of. It's like a feeling. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't want to be vulnerable and not have it be.
Yeah.
You don't feel safe saying it, or it's just like you're talking to a wall or something.
Yeah, and I feel like that was big for me because I'm like super deep. I don't know. They're like great people. Like love them from afar, but it's just too different. Like I don't know. Like I just feel like the favoritism within the group was always like showed, or like who was more best friends, who like come with me to go do this, come with me to go
Right,
with that,
I
come with
hate
me to
that.
talk
Yeah,
to with this boy. Like
that.
it
Yeah,
was just
exactly.
like
Yeah.
it was just like I get it, like I understand there's dynamics within every friend group, but it's inevitable. But it's just like the way we talk about it, we just don't need to like
No, I get
like
that. But yeah, I 100%
like
agree.
show it off in front of everybody.
Do you miss
I don't
any of
know,
your
I
old
miss
friends?
No, I was literally telling Jocelyn like I think I owe like. Well, one, I missed my whole college friend group.
You missed.
I don't.
That's the burning question.
Hot tea.
I'm like,
real quick.
No, I don't.
That's where I was getting at.
I don't miss her. I think that I owe her an apology though. And I think I did her. I think she, like, if I look back, she really cared about me, and she was like, a real. Like, I feel like she really valued me, but I didn't like the way she talked to me, and I don't think we ever talked to each other about like. That's why it was important, like your love language. Like I don't appreciate certain things, or like I don't like.
So
this.
you were avoidant. So you just completely.
I
cut
just
off.
kept tabs. Like I never addressed it.
Yeah. Sounds like something I would do.
I literally don't say it, and then
Stop.
I cut it, and I'm like, no, like they should have stopped
that's
cutting,
literally
but
what I did.
people can't
Sorry,
read
so-
minds. Yeah.
That's
That's
so crazy.
So I definitely think I owe
I
her
think you
that. Even just with people, like I'm like, damn, like I was the red flag. You know, and it's like
no, sometimes like you really be it.
I really be it. When I was like, I used to believe like, if everyone's a problem, then you're probably the problem, and then
Yeah.
everyone became the problem, and I was like, am I the problem?
I feel like it's hard to like know whether or not to reach out and just
Right, like do you
apologize, or do you
apologize
just, like,
years
Yeah.
later? But I will say, like, on the other end, I like appreciate apologies, like
yeah.
even after a long time.
Yeah.
Like my high school best friend, she sent me an apology in college, like end of college, and I was like, this is random, but also
I do too, but also like I think like other people don't think the same
right.
way.
We're just very, yeah.
like yeah. So
But
I just
I
don't know
think-
if like
I think anyone likes being told that they're right.
Yes, I think in friendships, but sometimes in relationships, if you apologize, some people are like, "Why didn't you just leave me alone?" Like, whether or not you have reached out, made me resurface feelings, and just like let it. So I feel like it kind of just depends. I feel like the reality of situations and friendships is sometimes there is no right or wrong person.
Yeah, and it's just more for you too.
Experiencing, and no one experienced it. Like, the reason we have attachment styles is trauma and whatever. So we express a different way. So like it's like you could apologize, or you could not, because it's like it could literally be interpreted either way.
For sure, I think, and everyone's like whatever they say, your perception is your reality. So like in her world, I'm like the one that hurt her. Yeah. Even if in my world that's not the case.
I think you just gotta do what you feel like called to do.
No, I do want to. I think it's just like.
I feel like you should then. If you feel.
What am I? Am I just texting it or?
I mean, you're a caller.
I'm a caller.
I would have just texted her.
Oh no, I would not call.
No, I'm saying you're like a natural caller. I would have just.
Oh, I love calling, but not. I'm good to text when it's confrontation. we good. We can text. Me with my ex. Can we? I want to break up.
I did that too.
You were like avoidant with your ex too.
Oh. Like, literally, when I broke up with my ex...
I broke up with him over phone.
Yeah, I broke up with him over text the first time, and then everyone's like, you're a horrible person, whatever. And then the second time, it was over FaceTime. But obviously, I'm not going to wait to, like, go home.
No, valid.
There's no such thing as right person, wrong time.
There isn't.
I think, like, right person, wrong time is like a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's like, it makes yourself feel better.
Yeah. And I feel like later on in life, you'll understand why that person is not for you. Like it's always
especially if they say that, like it's just not a good time. I want to focus on my career or like
that's 100% excuse.
And it's crazy that like this is like kind of off topic, but my mom is dealing with that with like this ex that she's dealing with. He's constantly saying, "Oh, like my career, like blah, blah,
it's
blah."
not her then.
I'm like stop talking to this guy. Like she's been on and off with him for like fucking years. It seems like at this point, like since 2020.
Like, so older, like,
and I feel so bad for her. She's constantly crying.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's waiting to hit that million.
Bro, you are literally like 50 years old. Like, the fuck? And she's telling me, she's like, these men are like literally still the same. Like, and I know when she's talking to him, and she starts to close the door, and she's like, hi. Like, she's so,
she's such a queen. She deserves the world.
She literally does, and I'm just like, I feel so bad for her that she keeps getting these men that are just not emotionally available.
And she's attracted to a certain.
Yes.
Maybe she's attracted to emotionally.
I think so. I really think so.
You said that quote. You attract what you think you're worthy
100%.
of. So she thinks that's like the most
she's daddy issues for sure. Daddy issues.
It's like eating with clay. Like it's like
exactly.
Clear.
Yeah.
I mean, hot take 80 was like. I feel like she switched up after the pods too, though.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I feel like she put on like an act in the pods.
In what
80s?
I don't know. I just feel like
fuck with her.
Like I feel like even germs. Like I feel like she puts on a front for the camera. Like she knows she's on camera. So
yes, 100%. I see that because
that.
She makes it seem like she's this like even at the reunion she was just like, I'm not no red flags, like blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, you were seen with him before. Like,
no, I think
they're
it's
definitely
very,
like dating. I think.
Yes, exactly. Like it's so like it's such a facade, and it's like I don't.
Well, it's also because people love her. Like she's a fan favorite right now.
Right.
And it's like, I'm doing the right thing.
I really don't see.
They're dating right now.
It just like I could tell in the reunion they have like it's not giving like, oh, you really disrespected me. I'm not trying to like mess with you.
No,
it's more giving like
easily than a fucking table.
Like, like you disrespected me, but I'm gonna like keep you at a distance, but you like the strings.
Right.
Especially when him saying all that shit during the reunion, she's gonna eat that shit up and like fucking like roll with it.
Yeah.
That's actually something to think about. Like these people are gonna put on. Well, I mean, some of them obviously they don't, but like. That like the Superman guy, the guy she was talking to before.
Matthew.
Yeah, he kept being like, "Oh my God, America!" Like, he kept bringing up America. Like America's gonna see this, or like, what is America
I
gonna
thought that
think?
was so weird.
Like, America's rooting for like.
At some point, Nick Lachey was like asking Trevor.
Wait, did Matthew go? No, huh?
No,
okay.
he didn't.
He was like, "Oh, did you come in here for fame or whatever?" And I was like. And he made his response was basically like, people like are coming here for the right intentions and blah blah blah. And I was like, honestly, I understand people want to try the experiment, but at this point, you need to realize that people are coming here because it's a show and they want to be shown on TV. Like
it's reality TV.
And then no offense, like I'm like, why are you hating on people that do come on the show for fame? It's like that's like that's like low key a big motivator for some people. And people are acting like it's not. But to say like, oh, once in a lifetime experiment, I'm on TV, one of the coolest shows. Like a majority of people are gonna jump on that. That's why people go on The Bachelor. That's why people go on Love Island. If I got a call for Love Island, I'd be running. And people are always like,
Bachelor?
Oh, no, not Bachelor.
Wait,
I can't date like 30. I
But
can't,
if it's for the show, for the plot.
I would just be like, I can't do this. When there's too many competitions, I'm like, I can't.
The way me and Camila
I'd be like fake.
submitted an app for you, because we've been hella watching The Bachelor. And it's like, do you or someone you know want to put?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
I'm too young for that.
We put that.
You know the girl, like the Asian. No, but she's just like people are like, oh, I just,
24. Yeah.
I was like, I'm like maybe I shouldn't. But Love
We-
Island, I for
we
sure did
uploaded
that.
a picture of you in the
20-something,
red dress.
I did that too.
Love that
Me and
show.
prom?
I would so. No.
I'm dead.
At the wedding. At the wedding.
Oh, I'm dead. Y'all are funny.
We're like spicy, fiery, like.
I'm dead.
I'm playing. I don't know what we put. It was like ChatGPT.
That would be a horror. I would not go on that show. I'm sorry. Like I'm too full of myself to compete with 30 other people for one.
No,
day.
you know why you would pop off on that show like America Wide? Because your outfits would eat and like your style, and then people would follow you. Like there's one girl on there who's like at 500K now, and she had like 1,000. Like she was very small when the show started.
You have to like sell yourself.
And it's like I don't think people give enough credit because a fat camera in your face while you're trying to be intimate with someone.
Oh
no.
yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.